What's up YouTube? This is Shabazz and I'm back with another CBD hemp flower review. What's up everybody? I hope you're staying safe, staying healthy. Thank you for coming back for another video. Today we got a returning vendor to the channel. Everything I've tried for them has been fire. I haven't been disappointed one time. I recommend them to everybody. This video is not biased though, but I'm talking about WNC Hemp. Now of course this is all indoor, hydroponically grown, super fire. I got the Boax, aka the Roddy Rich. And if you're new to hemp flower, if you see this strain, Boax, it's pronounced Boax. And then I got the cherry citrus. Everything from WNC comes shipped discreet, no smell. We got letters to law enforcement and test results. Now cherry citrus, I'm not quite sure if that's a hybrid, sativa, indica. I do know Boax is more of an indica dominant hybrid. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with that cherry citrus. Test results, 0.043% Delta 9 THC, 0.91% THCA, and 22.18% CBD. That's real high CBD. Just remember, like I always tell you, anything from 15 to 20% is good. Once you get up into the 20s, that's really good. All right, let's break this bag open. So far, no smell. As soon as I broke that open, I get a smell. At first, it's real earthy. I just put my nose this close. It's like smelling like some pine salt almost. Extremely citrusy, extremely citrusy. And the back end smells kind of like candy, almost like a cherry. So cherry citrus, very, very fitting name for this strain. I think that's perfect for what it smells like. It smells exactly like that. It's earthy, it's cherry candy-y with strong, strong, strong citrus. Let's get it onto a tray. And this is all indoor. Like I said, everything I've seen from WNC has been great. So I'm not expecting to see anything crazy in here, but you know, we gotta look it over. Man, all right, I see absolutely no seeds, nothing. This looks really good. This has a very classic nug structure to it. It's not super dense, it's not super tight. It's a little bit airy, a little bit wild. The pistils on there are long, they're crazy, they're wild. It looks like it needs a haircut. This has kind of that classic land race cannabis look to it. Here goes another nug, just so you can get a good idea of what I'm talking about. It's beautiful though, it's beautiful, it's sticky. It's sticky, it's spongy, it's springy. The cure on this seems great. The trim is as good as you can get with that nug structure. This flower looks beautiful. Let me show you another nug. And while I do that, if you're new to hemp flower, a lot of people ask me, what is the difference between outdoor and indoor, and is there a difference? Is it worth paying more for the indoor? If you're new to cannabis, you're new to hemp, you've never really seen the difference in hand, indoor versus outdoor. Generally, indoor is always way higher quality. It looks better, it smells better, it tastes better, it's usually smoother. Generally, people that invest in growing indoor also tend to process their plants, cure and trim it more properly as well. That's not to say that there isn't any good outdoor. There's some fire outdoor, bomb outdoor, but just typically, it's safe to say that most indoor is very high quality and a better quality than most outdoor. All right, let me break this up, load a bowl. While I do that, I'm gonna put a high resolution image here. All right, breaking this down, it is very sticky. A grinder is definitely recommended. I've really been looking forward to trying the strain, so let's get to it. Pretty smooth smoke on that first hit. Heavy smoke. I've said before, if you ever smoke some real good stuff, you smoke fire, and you take that first hit, you can kind of tell it's gonna be potent just the way it hits the back of your throat. And I don't mean by harshness either. As far as taste goes, it doesn't have an offensive taste. It kind of has a good standard hemp taste. Doesn't taste as good as it smells by any means. Second hit is just as smooth as the first. Still the taste, not bad, but it's not great. I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8 on the smoothness scale. Yeah, still smooth. That's really smooth. It didn't get any harsher as I got down to the bottom of the bowl. One thing I do have to acknowledge, I finished that bowl in 3 hits, but that is because of that real airy nug structure. It's kind of loose. There's a lot of space in between the individual little plant pieces. So make sure if you get the strain, you pack it a little bit fatter than usual. All right, give me a couple minutes. Let me let this kick in. I'm gonna come back and let you know how I feel.
A few minutes later.
All right, I'm back. This is definitely a real nice hybrid strain. I want to say it's sativa leaning. I could be completely wrong. I mean, I'm just trying to guess the genetics based on the feeling, but that's not a reliable way to do it because you have sativa and indica like phenotypes of different strains. But the effects of this one is definitely a sativa leaning hybrid. I have a little bit of torso pressure right here, but mostly I don't really feel sedated or anything. Don't feel like this is gonna slow me down from doing anything. So I'm gonna definitely say this is the kind of strain that you can smoke when you gotta get something done. I just really feel it all up here. I kind of feel a numbness like around the ring, the crown of my head right there. It's not too rushy. It's not super relaxing, but it's definitely, I mean, it's pretty high in CBD. So I am getting some CBD relief, but that's fighting hard against any little THC that's in there. So this is a really low THC, really high CBD strain. This is a perfect daytime strain for anybody that's looking for that CBD relief. So of course, I'm gonna give this the Shabazz seal of approval. I loved everything about this flower, the way it looks, the way it smells. It's sticky, it's smooth. I like the more sativa effects. As I've told you, I find that most hemp strains have more of an indica dominant effect on me. So I'm very appreciative when I find a nice flower that has nice daytime effects. I apologize if I look tired, crappy, sleepy. My cat recently died and I got his ashes back today. I was crying a little bit. I had that cat since I was a little boy, in elementary school actually. And he just passed away and I got his ashes today. All right, just looking at these test results, this box is pretty high in THC. We're looking at 0.092% Delta 9, but the THCA is at 1.05%. Good thing is though, CBD on this comes in at 22.51%. So if you're THC sensitive like I am, there's a lot of CBD in this strain that's gonna combat the THC effects. You should barely even feel it, not have any kind of negative experience from that. Once again, no smell. Let's crack it open.
Damn, son.
Ooh.
That's funky, that's funky.
That's funky. Man, let me try to describe this smell to you. It's woodsy, like a dank forest. It's funky, kind of like hops, but it has a strong berry tone that comes all through it. I feel like it almost smells like if you had like an edible fruit pie or something. You can smell the cannabis in there and it's strong and it's clean. It's a dank cannabis smell, but it has that real pungent, fruity tone down in there. And as I said before, Boax is, of course, a more indica dominant strain. It's a cross between Otto and Kush. Look how sticky that is. Look at that. It just comes out in clumps. This is beautiful flower. It's beautiful. This one's a little bit more dense. It's covered in foxtails, covered in trichomes. It smells so good and so dank.
Damn, that's good.
You know what I'm getting now that it's out of the bag? Along with that piney cannabis, very fruity smell to it, it smells like cat pee. I know many of you have tried the old classic strain, cat piss. It's called that for a reason. And this definitely has some of that cat pee nose to it. This is beautiful flower. Check that out. Check out the foxtails on that. What a monster. What just a freak of nature that is. Beautiful flower, flawless. But you know, this is all that I can expect from WNC though. At this point, they kind of built this reputation that all they have is fire. All they have is pretty much the best in the game. Man, this looks good, it smells good, it's so sticky. Let me break some of this down. While I do that, I'm gonna put a high resolution image here. All right, that broke down very nice. It was sticky, it smells bomb. Let's get to it. Ooh, it's pretty smooth, but this one has a sour taste to it. It almost tastes kind of like sour apples. I love that taste. This one's a tad bit more harsh than the cherry citrus. We'll go ahead and say this is probably a 7.5 on the smoothness scale. It's not super harsh, not a ton of throat burn. I don't feel like coughing at all. It's just not as smooth as that cherry citrus was. But the taste on this is a lot better. Once again, this is that kind of smoke where you could feel as it's going down that it's gonna be potent. This definitely isn't as smooth as that cherry citrus. It's not bad though. Like I said, this is more of an indica dominant strain. So we'll see what kind of effects that we get from this. Give me a few minutes and I'll come back and let you know.
5 minutes later.
All right, I'm back. This is more indica dominant, but what's interesting about this though is it's not super sedating. I feel like it's just, you can feel the indica-ness-y. I feel kind of like a numbness around my body and a muscle relaxation kind of effect. I feel a lot of pressure behind the eyes. My eyelids feel really heavy. I feel a slight tingle at the top of my head. And actually, as time goes on, I feel it a lot in my head. Now I'm starting to get a little bit of pressure up here, some numbness at the top of the skull. I still have a little bit of torso pressure though, just a general muscle relaxation across my body. I just feel kind of warm, a little bit melty, but it's definitely real strong right up here. Heavy, heavy behind the eyes. But I still feel like I could probably smoke this and accomplish something. So it's not totally sedating and it's not totally like a downer indica strain. That's really interesting. I imagine this strain would probably be pretty good for somebody with appetite issues or pain problems. Just that intense muscle force field that's going on right now. I know I'm gonna have the munchies off this, guaranteed. Man, and once again, I'm giving this a strong Shabazz seal of approval right here. This is really good flower with really interesting effects. It's, I almost have to call this just a hybrid effect, but it's very real potent. Man, and if you're watching this and you go to their website and one of these strains is sold out or something, man, WNC, they're not as popular as they should be, but they definitely have a cult following. For the people like me that know that they always have that fire, their stuff goes like that. But I know they're always dropping a bunch of new stuff, so if you see something you like, I'll personally vouch for it that it's probably pretty damn good. And that is a great segue into the fact that I'm not biased, I'm not paid for this review. All my opinions are my own. This is an honest review. I'm trying to do my best to help you make good decisions. That's the review though, y'all. Thank you for coming back. Check out the merch down in the description. The link is gonna be there. Everything's designed by me for you. It's all cannabis and hemp related. Hit me up on IG. That's gonna be here or down in the description. I post a little bit of exclusive stuff, you know, daily stuff on my story, stuff that you just can't see in the reviews. Hit like if you like the video. Hit me up down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you can see when I upload new video. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much. Thank you for coming back time and time again to watch my stuff. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night, and please stay tuned for the next video. Peace.